Someone please help! I don't want to die here for shit. Oh. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, I am so ready. I'd like to apologize to you, to your family, to whoever else who might be in the room with you. I am deeply sorry. It will happen again, though. This is the 17,000-ish log of communications officer line. Today is my 5th anniversary of being on the SS Voyager, and my vibrator just died. I'll be hosting a send-off at 0700 hours. Gonna give it a proper funeral, like it deserves. It got me through so much on this godforsaken vessel. The stress has been incalculable. But I've always had buzz from reputable adult toy retailer like you. What the fuck? To see me through. I haven't had contact with home for about a year now. The last resupply was whenever they came to collect Junie's corpse, which was, I think, 2 years ago? I still have about a year or so worth of oxygen, even less in rations. But worse than that, I could feel the edges of my sanity fraying. Having someone to talk to again, to simply even respond, would be an absolute godsend. More so than the vibrator, even. They still haven't replaced her. Junie, I mean, not the vibrator, and there's been no word of when the next restock will be or when my duties will end. Speaking of duties, I hit the button that opens communications to the vast void of space. Hello? Is there anyone out there? Got any hot aliens listening who'll help me out? Or better yet, do we have anyone tuning in from an advanced civilization that can fix a vibrator? Anybody? Don't all speak up at once! The only response is the ambient creaking of the ship and the evenly timed hisses of oxygen pumping into the room. The sound of sudden laughter breaks through the silence. I'm only distantly aware that it's my own. That's probably bad. Whew. Sorry about that, dear listeners. I'm losing it a bit here. Not that there are any listeners out there. Man, how did I get here? Oh, Lion, you should go do this program for Space Corps. You've got the qualifications. Be part of the crew that discovers aliens, and I'll punch my mic. What a crock of shit. Fuck. Prometheus Corps, bringing the fire of mankind across the cosmos. I remember being a little kid looking at the giant Prometheus Corps posters on the walls of the subway station near my home. The glittering stars called to me, begging me to listen to their secrets. I knew at that moment that I wanted to be up there among them. Prometheus Corporation is the premier space exploration company. It used to be a small auxiliary company that manufactured equipment for government spacecraft, engine parts, life support systems, that kind of thing. Then, out of what seemed like nowhere, they sent the first manned mission to Mars. Prometheus has been expanding humanity's reach beyond our humble skies ever since, all thanks to their patented Pramanthar technology. Discover the secrets of the universe and unite the cosmos. They completely commercialized the space sector, tours of Neptune, terraforming on the moon, you name it. Prometheus has probably done it. And that's why I signed up to join their exploration team, to explore deep space and discover the secrets that the stars whispered to me all those years ago. I sacrificed everything for this. I poured my heart and soul into pursuing this job. I ignored my social life completely. No parties, no holidays, no dates. And it's also I could be here now, alone, with dwindling supplies. Light years away from another living soul, and now I can't even get in contact with Earth! I feel the space closing in around me, and I try to control my breathing. I will not break down over this, even if I am realizing that I'm going to die out here alone, a virgin, and no one is going to know or care! I'm not going to spend my final moments crying and losing my mind. This is all so stupid! I refuse to be defeated! No, I'm going to see if my webtoons have updated and then lay my vibrator to rest. Too bad it's too fried to fix it, otherwise I'd go out with a bang. I sigh, stopping the communications lock. Just as I'm getting ready to open the webtoon site, something flashes on the console. Is that an incoming signal? What? I stare at the blinking red light. That's not the way I normally get messages from Earth. Space Core has a unique radio signature that goes through a specific relay automatically, and I turn to look at that console. It's dark. Is this signal coming from another ship? Is it someone who could help? I scramble to hit the button to accept the signal as my survival instincts surge. My breath rushes out of me and the hairs on my arms raise. Every muscle in my body feels pulled taut, straining with the hope that I might be saved. Mayday! 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 This is the SS Voyager, Prometheus destination number 8008135, declaring an emergency! We are in immediate need of rescue! I repeat, this is the SS Voyager. I shout in agony as a piercing tone comes through the other end. The sound drags its claws through my head, tearing up the floorboards of my brain. I wince, jerking back. The sudden movement sends me tumbling from my chair and jostles my headphones off of my head. A sharp pain shoots up my spine as my butt hits the floor and my head spins wildly. Struggling not to throw up, I clutch my head, but my vision is still spinning. Wait, why did that sound have a taste? I licked the inside of my cheek experimentally. Yep, bubblegum. Did I get shocked or something? What the fuck kind of feedback? Or maybe this is what a stroke feels like. I shake my head to clear my thoughts and grab my headphones to try the signal again. Except when I look up, there's a giant pop-up covering the screen next to the console. In the middle of the display where the company's logo would have been is an ad? That shouldn't be possible. Even when browsing the web, the company's ad blocker is top-notch. I didn't have anything open, so what the hell am I looking at here? Are you looking for steamy romance? A passionate hookup? Look no further. Try these hot single deities in your orbit on the new dating app, Hermes. Click here to sign up. I must be hallucinating. The words swim in my vision, like I'm reading them in a dream. I blink a few times, and when I finally tear my eyes away from the distracting pop-up, I see the incoming communication button has stopped flashing. I missed my chance! Dread creeps up inside me, my breath stuttering and hot tears threatening to fall. I grip the console, blinking them back and forcing myself to take deep, shaky breaths. The pop-up is still there, bright, gaudy text glaring up at me and illuminating the whole control room in a multicolored glow. What a bizarre, ugly ad. I wonder if it's for another webtoon or an AI chatbot? But how the hell is it even appearing on the station's controls? Sure, those webtoon sites are full of sketchy clickbait, but I swear I've never opened any of it. Maybe it's a prank from another ship. Either way, I definitely shouldn't touch it. Who knows what a virus could do to the station's controls? I click. Whoops. Okay, fine, if I'm being honest. I'm desperate here for someone to talk to, for help, for anything, to rail me, and who could blame me? If this is bogus, then I could just ignore it and let whatever stupid malware speed up my inevitable end. I'll go back to having a funeral for my Vibrator and pretend everything is chill until I finally game over. I was expecting a webpage to open, but instead, I get a system notification that the app has instantly started downloading onto the station's hard drive. Oh, shit, no, the computer, no! I search desperately for some kind of button to stop the download, but the progress bar just steadily creeps along, taunting me. I start frantically tapping the screen, doing just about everything except pulling the plug on the whole station. To no avail. Oh, fuck! The bar reaches 100%, and then the screen goes black. The power in the station flutters momentarily, and my heart sinks to my stomach. Oh my god, I'm gonna die because I clicked on a horny pop-up ad. Suddenly it illuminates again, and a cheerful-looking chat app prompts me for a screen name. Test. Testy, test. Whee! Hello? What? Hello? Hi. Hey, what's up? You a hacker or something? This app is in beta, so you should be patient and wait for the official release. Say goodbye, Mr. Hacker. The app downloaded itself! Please obey me! The app downloaded itself! Huh? For real? Be so for real right now. Also, I'm wondering if I can actually edit my profile. No, I can't! Oh, I see. I have committed a fuck up. I accidentally sent the app data into, deep space. Blah? My bad for calling you a hacker. Please forgive me. But then, wait a minute. Who are you? I'm the captain and communication specialist aboard the SS Voyager. Is this a prank? Voyager? Ha, that sounds like it's Gaian, not from this sector. Wait. Don't tell me you're human? Holy shit, you are human! We haven't seen you guys since that one dude with a cross. Fucked up, by the way. You guys figured out deep space travel? When did that happen? Never mind. Hold that answer. I gotta get the boys in on this. What do you mean, the boys? Hello? You've been added to the chat. Your main Dilf 69 has joined the chat! Hello there. Yeah, hello. Oh, shut the fuck up, Mercury. Hello. Where's the human? These phones are just too small for my big, beautiful hands. Oh no. Not Daddy's big, beautiful hands. Oh, whatever is this kitten to do? Oh god, I'm fucking dying on the inside. I've never been so flaccid in my life. Hello! Shut up, Mercury! Hello. Aw, look at that. Little Red has stuck his head out of his shell. And what's with that edgy-ass name? You're just picking on Mars because you can't spell. I can leave. No! You missed a human! And I'm supposed to care because... But this one is in deep space. Like, they barely just figured out concrete the last time we saw them. Go on, say something. Hi, what is going on? Someone please help! I don't want to die here for shit. Wait, should I? You know, it'll be really funny. I'm gonna do it. Oh. Oh. Good. Oh. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, I am so ready. I'd like to apologize to you, to your family, to whoever else who might be in the room with you. I am deeply sorry. It will happen again, though. Don't worry, babe. I think I can take care of that for you. If you want. You've activated his sleeper agent phrase. Jupiter. Your place or mine? Jupiter. 'Cause I got the perfect seat for you right here, babe. Ugh, gross. Jupiter! What? Let me tell you what I know first. Damn. Horny ass. I'm just filling the needs of our constituents. Is that what you're calling it these days? Not our constituent? Listen! So, we know I've been developing Hermes, right? The dating app we're chatting on? Yeah. Sure. Not even a little bit. So, I was trying to send the app to my private server on the moon, but I think I missed and sent it into deep space, which normally, it wouldn't stick to anything foreign. What do you mean by foreign? Not our technology. Alien. Other than ours. The opposite of homegrown. Alright, I get it. Continue. But it's stuck to this ship all the way out in the boonies, but I've sent several relays and diagnostics on their space vessel. None of them match with any of the serial numbers we have in that quadrant of space. Could it be a spy from Authorus? Someone gone rogue? God, I hope so. Stop stroking your sword in chat! Die. You'd miss me, Marcy. Oh, you'd miss me too, Marcy. Don't call me that, Jupiter. Gives me the creeps when you say it. You are not making a good case for that, Mercury. Aw, who buy your cuticumber gachas or whatever as soon as they release new stuff? Cuticumber. Excuse you, and I'd figure something out. Anyway, I don't think it's one of our ships or any of our neighbors. I made sure to rule that out. There's something on that vessel or something about the way it's built that's too similar to our tech. That only makes sense if we've been there before. Get it? If this isn't a joke, I'm from Earth? See? Wow. Wait. You guys are actual aliens. Wait, why can I understand you? Why can you understand me? Why are you guys named after planets? Good question. Well, dear leader, do you feel like answering the human? We've been to Earth before. That's why you can understand us. We're the beings who inspired your gods. What? Wait. Which gods? The Roman ones? I see you did not inherit the critical thinking characteristics of your ancestors. Marcy! I am known as Zeus to some on your planet. Mars there is Ares, and Mercury is Hermes. Huh. I can't believe this. The app keeps dinging as more messages come in. I push away from the console and drag a hand down my face. If this is a prank, still a possibility, thank you very much. These guys are seriously committed to it. I heave a sigh and feel my eyes glaze over. Not really looking at anything, and if it's not a prank, then this is the first contact we've had with aliens. Well, the second if Jupiter is telling the truth. Then again, maybe I really have gone crazy after all. Is this all in my head? Am I that far gone? I look at my beloved Vibrator. My dear Buzz from reputable adult toy retailer Lightyear, laying dead in the box it came in. He seems to talk to me from the great beyond. You should verify their claims, Lion Herdsman. You're a highly trained communications officer. You have a degree in this. I believe in you. Wait, I am a highly trained communications officer. I do have a degree in this. My humble gratitudes, oh sweet prince. Fine, kind words have filled this one with a sense of purpose. How I pine for the nights we once doth shed betwixt ragged sheets o' mine. I say aloud to my dead Vibrator. Yeah, I'm actually losing it. I can still hear the non-stop pinging from the app. I know. It's a lot to meet the God of Thunder in the flesh. We're in a text-based format? Oh, shut up! You know what I mean. You mean that you're a big ignoramus? I swear to me, if it wasn't for the fact that you are my lead general, I'd slap the red out of your hair. You are very welcome to try. Heart emoji. Did you just type heart emoji? Emojis are for kids. But you use cuticumber emotes! Those are art. Only Cuticumber truly understands me. Only Cuticumber could properly convey my emotions through the form of text. Anyways, human, I think your ability to speak our language is due to the app. Yes! This is a dating app made for this side of the galaxy. Made at the behest of the horniest man this side of the galaxy. Huh? Nothing. It's got a state-of-the-art translation system for all beings who agree to the terms of service. Because it does hijack your brain. Just a little. It's very cool stuff, so spare us. Oh, okay, next time then. Do you have any more questions for us? Where'd they go? Maybe they died. That's awful! Don't say that! Human? Hey! Lion! Lion? Sorry, 1 second. This is a lot to take in. I was just throwing a funeral for my vibrator, Buzz. Hey, yo. I'm just processing. Who the fuck does that? Yeah, they can wait. I have a very expensive degree to use. Now, if I could just figure out where that massive feedback signal came from. Aha! Got it! I run a series of diagnostics and pass the signal through Prometheus's patented AI. By pinging the ships that might be nearby, I'm able to knock out a few possibilities of where exactly the initial signal for the Hermes app came from, and that is in a currently uninhabited area of deep space? The signal is coming from one of the exoplanets, designation Kepler 540. This signature, though. These Sigma wave readings are unlike anything I've ever seen before. I sit back in my chair, staring at the screen in shock. It must be. It has to be, right? Aliens. Real aliens. And they said that they inspired the old Greco-Roman gods? If it's true, holy crap, just how much of their influence did the world take on because of them? I swipe my hand down my face and bite my lip, worrying it between my teeth. I should call the corporate office, shouldn't I? I should at least send a hail. This is exactly what we've been out here searching for after all. Right, yeah. Here I go. I reach for the communications panel again and open a direct channel to Earth. Then I take a deep breath and begin to speak. This is Officer Lion Hertzman aboard the SS Voyager. I'm calling to make a report. The line crackles with static. It feels like I'm holding my breath as I wait to hear back from headquarters. I stand, bracing myself on one hand against the panel. I've made contact. Before I can finish, a woman's professional-sounding voice interrupts. One moment while I transfer your call. Decades-old jazz music plays over the comms relay as I'm put on hold. Why is it that, even in space, I can't escape the horrors of corporate customer service experience? I sigh, slouching back into my chair. I glance once more over to the Hermes app. Jupiter and Mars are arguing about something, and Mercury is trying his best to mediate. I mumble under my breath. Dorks. Maybe it's because I've been alone for so long, but I can't help but smile a little as I read their back and forth. Still on hold with the operator, my hands wander back to my keyboard. Hey, I'm back. That's why I told you that you shouldn't spend all your money on your cucumber gacha or whatever the fuck it's called. For the last time, old man, they are called cucumbers. Insult cucumber again, and I will bring to bear the entire might of the cosmos upon your head. Try it, asshole! I'll send you back home crying to your stupid collection! Anyways, welcome back. Actually, we've been calling you the human this whole time. So, what should we call you? Oh, it's Lion. Do they always bicker like this? What's cucumber? You got him started. Cucumber is the greatest thing in existence. Period. End of story. Look at her. Oh, it's adorable! It's a Ornus character. They have a line of capsule gacha that Mars is unhealthily obsessed with. Try again. That Mars is absolutely insane about? He's very normal about cucumber. Please don't hurt me. Mal, he got you scared. It is my ardent hope that everyone will recognize how cute Cuticumber is, and you will all bow down before her. I am not bowing to a sea slug, lol. You will if I make you. Try it, little man. Do they always bicker like this? Yeah. Worse when we were younger, actually. They used to actually mean it when they said, I'm gonna kill you. I am going to kill you, I swear to me. That's my line! Your line is sorry I can't pay the child support this month. I pay my child support? What the hell? Don't make me look bad in front of the human. Look bad? Like how you brought STDs to Olympia because you kept sleeping with the humans? He what? Nope. I was drunk and everyone was hitting on me. Okay, Petri dish. Oh, we should have sent you back to the moon, you skinny little asshole. Rip each other's dicks off! Oh, Mars was from the moon before he came here. Took quite a while for them to warm up to each other. Oh. Cool. Here they go again. Sorry, I gotta go again. The Hermes app continues to ping as Jupiter and Mars hurls insults back and forth at each other. The old jazz music stops and I hear ringing. Oh, thank goodness. I'm finally off hold. Someone finally picks up and the voice on the other end is just as professional sounding as the last and very curt. Hi, you have reached the legal offices at Prometheus. How can we help you? Legal office? Sorry, I must have been connected to the wrong department. I was looking for mission management. I have news about contact with extraterrestrials. He doesn't seem to listen and completely speaks over me. Let me just pull up your case number. Oh, I know who this is. You're Lion Hertzman on the Voyager station. The obviously performative kindness in his smooth masculine voice does little to calm my nerves. An ominous shiver runs down my back. Yes, that's correct. So, here's the thing, Mix Hertzman. The company has actually listed your station as redundant. Redundant? Obsolete. Not needed. Dare I say, a lost cause. What? But... The lawyer speaks over my protest, fueling my mounting anger. You see, we've been hemorrhaging funds through the exploration program, so our brilliant and amazing CEO asked us to find ways to allocate our resources to the projects that really matter. Which means cutting back on, personnel, so to speak. Just your typical routine program revisions, etc., etc. I think I'm gonna be sick. Well, hopefully not for too long. Effective immediately, we are terminating your contract. Which means we'll also be ceasing life support. What the fuck?! Ceasing life support? And paying the life insurance and residual salary to the relevant beneficiaries, which are listed as... Let's see here. Oof. No one, unfortunately. That means we'll be retaining the funds. Thank you so much for your service. We hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I don't think I should insist. I think this is a trap because there is the continuation of the demo and there's the bad ending. I feel like the bad ending is me outing the fact that I am with these gods, so fuck you! I hesitate. Between my hesitation and the billions of miles home, there's a click and a dial tone. I call back, again and again. The number you have reached is no longer in service. Please. I tear the headphones from my head, throwing them across the room and slamming my fist into the display that taunts me with its blinking call disconnected message. Damn it! I scream and curse, kicking and punching the console, hot tears of frustration filling my vision and spilling down my cheeks. I keep going until I can't feel my hands and my knuckles are sore and bleeding. I slump against the console, my back sliding down against the cabinets. I hit the cold floor and realize this is the end. My strangled sobs sound pathetic in the emptiness of my tomb. That's it. It's over. I'm about to log onto the chat app to tell the boys, the aliens, goodbye. Their silly antics would ease me in the final moments of my life. At least I wouldn't die alone. Oh, fuck! As soon as I think about it, the power to the station shuts off. It's unnervingly quiet. No. Not like this. No! Please! I couldn't tell if it's a result of the oxygen being shut off or just a shock. But I am so goddamn cold. I try to take deep breaths, but it's unsatisfying. Like there's something covering my face that I can't pull away. Would anyone know I was up here? Would they care? Would Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars miss me? I wonder how long it would take. It's getting harder to keep my eyes open. I think I'll just close them for a bit. Wait, you're shitting me! What do you mean, game over? So you want me to sell out the gods? The hot gods that were my only source of... What the fuck? I thought the whole idea was to hide the existence of gods. Not to, just out them like this. What the hell? I insist then. Wait. I've completed the mission. I found evidence of alien life. Oh, please, McSudsman. Desperate is never a good look. I'm serious. They call themselves Olympians. They said they inspired the Greco-Roman gods on Earth. Did you just come up with that? Well, you certainly have an active imagination. I'll give you that. You should consider taking up improv, but sir, I can hear someone entering the room and the squeal of a chair hastily being pushed back. There's a moment of silence before a request for a hologram call comes through. The signal is a bit bad this far out, so the sound buzzes terribly, but I recognize the voice the second he speaks. Hello there, darling. Sir! I scramble into a rigid salute. That's Preston Reeves, the CEO and commanding officer of Prometheus. Mr. Bossman himself! His voice is smooth and warm, like honey. I can hear the sleazy smile in the way he speaks, even if I can't see much. Now, none of that. At ease, my friend. Call me Preston. Yes, sir, Preston. There you go. Easy does it. Relax. He makes a petting motion with his hands. Now, he claps his hands as he says it, snapping me to attention all over again. I can't help the reflex. My good man here tells me you've made contact. These extraterrestrials to be... what now? Olympians, Preston. They said they were the inspiration for the Greco-Roman deities. Fascinating. And how are you communicating with them? I don't really understand how. They said it had to do with their tech being able to hijack our brains or something? Did they say anything else? I tried to recall the conversations I had with the aliens earlier, grasping my chin. They said that the message wasn't meant for me, or, well, that the communication was somehow drawn to me. That something about the way the ship was built made it so that they could communicate with us. Preston lets out a sound somewhere between a satisfied sigh and a giggle. His shoulders in the hologram look like they're shaking. Is he laughing? Oh, Lion, you have no idea how happy it makes me to hear that. No idea. He's actually laughing now. Really laughing. No question. It bubbles out of him almost maniacally, like a kid who got his hands on his parents' credit card. Sir? Preston, remember? Listen, you've done such a good job for us, Lion. I see Mr. Reeves' hologram point to someone off screen. You there. Reinstate that contract, stat, and get someone to restock the supplies on the Voyager while you're at it. We can't have our best worker go hungry now, can we? I assume that the lawyer begins to protest because Mr. Reeves waves his hand dismissively at them, stopping them in their tracks. I don't care how or what it costs, just do it. I want water and oxygen for them as well. Light speed, faster than light speed even. There's a disgruntled sigh, then the scuffle of pen across paper as Mr. Reeves barks orders at them and they rush to comply. Are those papers flying in the background? Is that a person crawling? Oh, and one more thing, darling. Mr. Reeves begins snapping his fingers at the retreating lawyer, calling him like a dog. Tell the couriers to get them the good rations, at least a couple months' supply. I'm sure Lion here has only had hardtack for a little while. Years, actually. Literal years. But I don't say it aloud. Relief washes over me in waves, and my legs wiggle like jelly. All the tension I've been holding for so long leaves me all at once, and my knees buckle. My butt plops back into my chair, and I try to calm my ragged breathing. Mr. Reeves just saved my life. Just like that. If it was that easy, couldn't they have done that the whole time? No. Don't bite the gift horse's hand or hoof. Or wait, is it the camel's mouth? Don't look at the horse that feeds you. Never mind. Thank you, Preston. I say brightly. Reeves isn't facing me, still commanding his underlings, but I can hear that smile again. Of course, you're such a valued member of our company. He whirls around with a flourish to face me again, leaning into the hologram. And you should be treated as such. Is there anything else you want from Earth? Candy, a book, you name it. We can make it happen. A book, toothpaste, something sweet. A vibrator! Yes, please! Oh? Lonely, are we? Are the cold nights out there in the vastness of space getting to you? Don't worry, darling. I completely understand. I never travel far if I can't get a hold of my fully autonomous AI partner, Steve. You would not believe the electric bills I've racked up. Woo! Mr. Reeves is staring at me. I can tell even without being able to clearly see his features. It goes on for far too long. The silence stretches unendingly. I fidget, sitting up straighter in my chair while he leans back in his, knitting his fingers together in his lap. Now, precious, I hope you can appreciate the time I took to speak with you here today. I do! I appreciate it very much. It means so much to be the first person to discover aliens. I've always dreamed of... Darling, I need you to do something for me. He curtly cuts me off, the warmth that was just there a moment ago having evaporated in an instant. I want you to stay in contact with these Olympians for me. Gather as much information as you can. Gain their trust. We'll be making contact soon, and we want you to be our ambassador. What, with you being a communications officer and all, I'm sure you can swing it. What do you say to that? Huh? An ambassador? Me? Sir? I don't know if I can. Mr. Reeves cuts me off again with an annoyed click of his tongue. It stuns me into silence and leaves no room for more polite conversation. I don't think you have a choice, dear. He delivers the implicit threat with ice-cold clarity. Meeting his eyes, even through the distorted hologram, feels like looking down the jaws of a starved predator. With my metaphorical back to the wall, I feel the cold sweat dripping down my spine. Mr. Reeves finally breaks eye contact to look at his watch, and I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding. Suddenly, all warm honey again, he says. Sorry, darling, I must cut this little tete-a-tete short. Duty calls. But I trust you'll do as I've said for me. Won't you, dear? Kisses! The call ends, leaving me with a vague sense of dread. I was so elated to learn they'd be sending me more supplies, but I'm not so sure about this mission he's tasked me with. Earn their trust. I lean back, looking up at the ever-unchanging metal ceiling. A diplomat, huh? Little old me. I look over at the screen where the app sits open, less active than before. Mars and Jupiter must have stopped fighting. So much for distraction. A heavy sigh leaves my chest as I drag a hand over my face. I barely spoke to anyone in school. Didn't bother with dates even when my colleagues set me up. Hell, I could barely even hold a conversation with Junie when she was here. Mr. Reeves' words float back to the surface of my mind like a circling shark. Don't think you have a choice. I chew my lip. I don't think so either. Never mind. Could be alone with these thoughts right now. I'll message. Oh, come on! Don't make me choose! What the fuck? I really like Mercury. Mercury seems like the friendliest of the bunch, so I sent him a message. Hey, can we talk? Oh, well. I'm already regretting this. You want to talk to me? What about? Oh, well, I want to get to know you better. Hey, do you? Mind if we video call then? Haven't seen a human in so long. Kind of curious to see if you guys changed. Well, sure, it can't hurt. Okay. Hey, Oh, wow, you're cute. Oops, sorry. Hope that didn't make you uncomfortable. Yeah, it's fine. I'm pretty average, I think. That's average nowadays? Not to diss your ancestors, but like, whoa, that's a serious glow up to me. Okay, but what about me? Am I what you thought aliens would look like? Mercury gestures to himself excitedly. I look him over. 2 arms, 10 fingers, 2 eyes, a nose. The only really odd thing are the feathers and his shockingly purple hair and the otherworldly shimmer to his eyes. Those feathers. I couldn't tell if they're real or just for decoration. Not at all. Right? We're actually pretty similar looking, aren't we? I wonder if we shared a cosmic ancestor. But that seems so unlikely, like 1 in a trillion kind of chance. If I ever make it back outside, maybe I'll run some diagnostics later if you want. If he ever makes it outside. Do they have needs in space? Alien needs? Maybe he's in jail. Also, from the looks of the room behind him, that'd be a pretty sweet jail cell. Oh, would you let me take a DNA sample from my dick? Is DNA sequencing a hobby of yours, or? Mercury laughs. It's so bright and pleasant. Not really. My bestie Pluto taught me how to, but the chance to practice doesn't come up often. Mercury looks contemplative for a second, then mumbles. Actually, can't even remember the last time I visited the lab. Is he talking to himself or me? Don't get out very often. Duh! You don't really want to know, do you? It's kind of a bummer and a long story. I nod excitedly. This is the kind of personal connection I've been looking for, and I hate fishing for information. Give it to me! Not at all, please. Mercury takes a deep breath, running a hand through his hair and relaxing back in his chair before starting. So, oh boy, how do I explain this to aliens? So, I used to be an ambassador for my planet's government. Yeah, I was something like a, chancellor, I guess. You guys still have chancellors, right? That might be a loose equivalent, but, anyway, I was a government official. Pretty high up there. Yeah, I was meant to be the voice of the people. My planet has this moon called Orthris, and it's full of these people we call Titans. For as long as I can remember, we've been at war with them for some reason. For literally thousands of years. Whatever, not my call. Mercury shrugs dramatically, rolling his eyes. They're pretty cool. Big, huge guys. I was the liaison between us, so I was very important in brokering peace talks. The position was, he pauses, miming as if blowing away cigarette smoke. Not the best for me, but Jupiter just wanted to have me help him. Things were okay for a while. I fielded all the concerns of the citizens and brought them to Jupiter, which he'd listen to, but then do something completely different than what they asked. And I'm just a voice, right? I don't really, have the power to make anything happen. I am not the one making the decisions here! Don't shoot the messenger, right? After raising his voice at the memory, his tone suddenly gets very quiet. I almost have to strain to hear him. Everyone gets so angry at me. They thought I wasn't speaking for them. I tried to tell them that I was, but... Mercury looks like he's about to cry. I feel my heart move looking at him. The damage was done. Couldn't deal with it anymore. I quit. He's silent for a second, eyes glazed over before snapping back to attention. And there's that. I've been hiding away ever since. He gives me an apologetic half shrug. I just hope you don't think I'm super lame for wanting to stay inside. I just don't want people to be mad at me anymore. I really can't handle it. You're not weird. At least not for that. I'm not mad, but do you mind if I ask something? Shoot! I'm an open book. If you're so afraid of people, why make an app for dating? Isn't that super scary for you? Oh, that's a fun question. Super simple and real answer is because Jupiter told me to. But honestly, the real answer is I love people. I love making connections and talking to people, hearing their stories. I mean, why do you think I took the chancellor job in the first place? I made the app because if I can't see them out there, then at least I can talk to them here, on my terms. Or at least, that's the goal. And dating, well, that's because I've been maybe just a little bit, wee bit, teensy tiny bit lonely. Just kidding. Unless. He looks at me very seriously for only a second before he breaks character, bursting into laughter at my reaction. The sound is pleasant to my ear. I almost don't want him to stop. In fact, it's been so nice just doing this with you. I like having you here. We should do it more often. I'd like that. Mercury beams at me brightly. I smile back, charmed by this energetic little alien. Then, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you lots. Just let me know if you have any more questions. Mars and Jupiter know I love to yap. He gives a cute wave, and I hang up after our goodbyes. I wonder who I should talk to next. I don't need to roll back! Mars! Mars seems interesting to say the least, if not a little intimidating, so I message him privately. Hey, Mars! Hello, Lion. How are you? I'm good. I wanted to chat, actually. I did too. Oh? Hello? The man that pops on my screen is dressed like he thinks he invented being cool. Considering these guys' previous visit to Earth, maybe he actually did. Wearing leather and spikes had to come from somewhere. Hello, Lion. If that is your real name. Of course it's my real name! Likely story. Exactly the sort of thing a person whose real name wasn't Lion would say. Hello? Hello. I've already said hello. I believe we'd moved on from that. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. Who are you, really? What kind of question is that? It's me, Lion! We've been talking in a group chat! And just who is Lion? Are you truly human? Or are you actually a Titan in disguise, pretending to be human to get into our good graces, just so he can strike when we least expect it? I can't believe you figured me out so quickly. A true Titan would never give up that information so easily. This guy can't be serious. Why are you so obsessed with me being a Titan anyways? Is it really so hard to believe I'm a human? It's happened before. Several times. Also, I don't know why, but with the way he looks here, I'm thinking he sounds like English punk for some reason. Should I give him that voice? So you get catfished often? What? No. Nobody would dare. It's true. Doesn't sound like it. I don't even... Never mind. Don't even what? Don't worry about it. He seems cagey, like a cautious animal. I choose not to press him on the matter. I get the impression he doesn't open up easily. Anyways, in my line of work, you can never be too careful. Your line of work? Oh, you know, killing people. Is he smiling? Killing people? What? Did you think the god of war would be influenced by somebody who believes in the power of friendship and love? You should have expected this much. Well, are you like a master assassin or something? Mars scoffs. Please, if I'm going to kill somebody, I'm going to make sure everybody knows about it. I'm proud of my work. No, I'm the right arm. I look at him confused, and he sucks his teeth in annoyance. Supreme General. I try not to look as dumbfounded as I feel. Surely he's joking! Is that why you said you hoped I was a spy from Authoress in the group chat? Yes. He's really not joking. But why would you want me to be a Titan spy? Because then I would finally have an excuse to actually get out there on the ground again. Because of diplomacy or negotiations, or because we need that moon for the planet to survive, or because whichever reason the council comes up with, the war has become a complete farce. All it is at this point is a galaxy's biggest gun competition. I want to actually fight the people we're supposedly fighting. Also, I know that this is not the right accent for him. Like, what I would have wanted to go for would have been more like Spider-Punk's voice from Into the Spider-Verse, but I did not study the accent enough to be able to pull it off, so bear with me. I'm going to be cycling through various different accents as we go through. Also, hey, I clocked the trans flag back there. That's nice. I mean, isn't that a good thing? You know, citizens, loved ones not dying in the war and all that. I would gladly fight this war on my own, even if we had no soldiers to speak of. The only way to really end the war, Lion, is to fight it. But I don't want to argue about this right now. I do enough of that at work. Fine, but we'll definitely talk about it more later. Sounds like you're just shutting me down because I disagree with you. We'll definitely talk about it more later. What are you, my mother? You don't get to make that call. Well, technically, I can call you at any time. I could even call you while you're asleep, or on the toilet, or meow meow. Anyway, wait, what's that, a cat? I did not hear anything. Well, I definitely did. Maybe you should get that checked. Sounded like a cat. That's ridiculous, not to mention impossible. I really do recommend you get evaluated for brain damage. What do you mean impossible? You do know that cats are fictional, right? Huh? I'm not sure I can be any clearer. No, it's just, I don't understand. You think cats are fictional? If you know of a cat other than Catstronaut, I invite you to share. What? Catstronaut? I can't tell if you're actually this stupid or just screwing with me. Catstronaut sounds like a disease. Is that a cuticumber? The one with the helmet? I think I remember a cat. Not bad. Very observant. No, but I'm serious. Do you think cat is short for Catstronaut? Of course not, but she's based on a fictional creature, just like a snake or a rabbit. You guys have literally been on Earth before. Just off camera, I hear another series of meows. There it is again! Pan the camera! No! Just pan it! I don't appreciate being told what to do. The phone rings, coming from Mars's room. Sorry, I have to take this call. We'll talk about this later. Oh, man! What do you mean it didn't go very well? Fuck you! Wonder who I should talk to next. Jupiter. I'm curious about Jupiter, since he seems like the leader of the trio, so I slide into his DMs. Hey, Jupiter! Can we talk? Oh? Here to take me up on the seat I offered, darling. I'll pass, Lamau. Thank you, so? You're lost, babe. So, what you need me for that you couldn't say in the public chat? Wink. just say wink? Well, anyway, I wanted to know a little more about you all. I know, not every day you meet someone akin to a god. Would you like to behold my majesty? Huh? Okay, here we go! God, you're such a slut. Suddenly, I'm staring face to face with a perky, hairy chest as Jupiter adjusts his webcam. When he finally sits back, a large, muscled man takes up the majority of my screen. His top is, well, next to nothing as far as clothing goes, which explains my premium subscription view earlier. I can't rest my eyes anywhere on him without being drawn back to his gifted torso. Holy shit. Give yourself a moment to drink it all in. I can wait. Okay. I'll drink it all in. I'll drink it all in, Jupiter. Just... I'm okay. I am okay. Well, you're definitely big. And you haven't even seen me naked yet. Jupiter smirks while I drag a hand down my face. This is going to be a long conversation. I feel it in my bones. Jupiter laughs at what I can only assume are the myriad of facial expressions I've made within the last few seconds. Whoa there, little human. Let's not get too stressed out. I know your kind could die from that sort of thing. You could stare at my chest if you want. I don't mind. I clear my throat, attempting to compose myself. I can't! Now that you mention it, you don't look that much different from the other humans on Earth. Your ears are a bit bigger and your tongue is purple? Interested in my tongue? Okay, never mind, moving on! Jupiter laughs. It's a deep, hearty sound, like the distant rumble of thunder. I begin to understand why they would associate him as a god of lightning. What made you stop by Earth in the first place? Jupiter appraises me, blinking his eyes up and down my body as he rubs his chin thoughtfully. I squirm in my seat. Ask me a different question. I'm about to ask why, but Jupiter holds up a hand, stopping me before I start. Not because I don't want to answer, but I can't really remember the exact sequence of events. I was pretty sloshed. You were... Ha! Sloshed, drunk, inebriated, if you're a cop. Remembered landing and not a lot else. Marcy might have a better recollection. Marcy? Okay, then, what about you? What's your whole deal? Great topic, honestly. Let's see. I don't think your language has an equivalent phrase for what I am, but I'm the leader of our government here on Olympia. Been ruling for hundreds of thousands of slutty years. He winks at me suggestively. It's a hard job. Keeping the Titans at bay, keeping the people fed and happy. And then there's being a father. That's 2 jobs all on its own. The crown weighs heavy, but someone's got to do it. I was hoping Mercury would take over for me one day, but no, well. Jupiter leans back in his seat. That's why I have Neptune take on a lot of the grunt work. It keeps my days clear for debauchery. Huh. You're a father? It's somehow surprising and completely expected all at the same time. I suppose Mars did make a jab at him about child support. Oh yeah, big time. I have a few kids grown already across the galaxy, but maybe only a few hundred years ago. I found out that I had a little girl. Her name is Nike, and she's the cutest thing ever. Kid takes after her father, something fierce. She gives all her retainers a run for their money. That's my little monster. Steals the heart right out of your chest, he says, smiling. His eyes crinkle up handsomely at the corners. I'd show you pics, but I don't actually know how to pull them up while we're also talking like this. So ask me later. I'd be happy to share. Maybe I ought to suggest Mercury give him a talk about tech literacy. So, your turn. What about you? What's your whole deal? I'm curious about you specifically. What are you doing this far out in space? Jupiter leans back in his chair, waiting for me to speak. I'm just your friendly neighborhood communications officer. I squeaked the words out. I'm not exactly sure how much I should be telling the aliens. Alright then. Keep your secrets. I'm sure I can find a way to get them out of you. He chuckles to himself, lowering his voice, a deep rumble that made me shiver as he spoke. His eyes seemed to see right through me, glowing intensely. I can't tell if that's an alien thing or if he's just special, or if I'm hallucinating. Actually, I am enjoying these little details about Jupiter specifically, because it's spelling out to me that he knows a lot more than he's letting on and is willing to play like the horny idiot to get us off his tail, while also trying to pry as much as possible out of us, which is a nice detail that they added here. Just know, I keep me and mine safe. That is definitely a threat. I nod vigorously. Threat received! Very much understood. God damn! Jupiter holds my gaze for a moment longer before the smile returns to his face. Cute. Top 10 first calls with a stranger, for sure. I'll definitely be talking to you again, Lion. Top 10? Just how often does he do this kind of thing? Before I can respond, he signs off the call and I'm left staring at myself on the video. I quickly hang up. I stretch in my seat. I feel like I haven't moved in hours. That was a lot. My first video call with aliens. It was definitely strange, yet also somehow not. I guess chatting so much with them made things feel more familiar than I expected. I glance over at my notes. Honestly, I got a lot more information for corporate than I thought I would. I definitely need time to process this, though. Everything has been changing so much recently. I'm not used to this much of a fast-paced work environment anymore. Ding! -1 resume points. How will I appeal to my corporate overlords now? Oh man, I'm delirious. Maybe I'm more tired than I thought. I pillow my head and my arms against the console. I'll get up in a second to get out of bed properly. Let me just rest here for a minute. One more. I wake up from a restless sleep. I think I dreamed something about playing strip poker with Reeves and Jupiter? A shiver runs down my spine. Ugh. Recalling the dream, it gets fuzzy at the edges. Actually, that's good. I don't want to remember any details. I know the perfect distraction. Let me see what the boys are up to instead. Morning, chat. It's like the afternoon for us. But hi, sleepyhead. Hope you slept well. Hello. Hey, baby. Dream about me? Yes, actually, but it sucked. Then it wasn't me. Unless, Mercury, change the topic right now. Chad, what do we think Lion's cuticumber would be? Catstronaut. Next question. Well, that's that, I guess. Oh well? Why Catstronaut? Wait. Are you just saying that because they're an astronaut? He's totally saying it because I'm an astronaut. Not very creative of you, Marcy. Oh, shut up. I'm plenty creative. Also, it literally fits. In a rare case of camaraderie. Henshin! Is that a reference? No, it's Japanese. Wait, how do you know about Japan? What the fuck are you trying to say right now? Did you mean camaraderie, Jupiter? Yes, that one. Fuck, I can't spell today. Usually I'm more of a cunning linguist. Ugh. You can't spell normally, though. Honestly, Mercury, I'm kind of surprised you got it. Hey! Rude? I mean, just given past typos aplenty. That's okay, Mercury. I won't judge you for it because I'm a mature adult. See? It's so easy. I'm crafting a virus to automatically send your child support payments right now! Do you need me to give you another reason to stay inside? What? So now you care what I have to say? Do your worst, Squirt. I bet you won't. Okay, well, maybe you don't know me like you think you know me. Sure, kid. Anyway, what I was going to say was that Mars is creative. It's just like killing people. So you do notice. And now you're flirting right in front of me. In my chat app! Betrayal of the highest order! Indecent exposure! If you dare insinuate I will flirt with that repulsive excuse for a life form again, I will sever every single tendon in your hands while you sleep. Merc, you weren't there the last time we had a sortie with the Titans, but I've never thought to use a chainsaw like that ever in my life. Stop it. You'll make me blush. This is a hostile environment. Lion, save me. Okay, but, what was he like? Shoving it into Titans' asses? I wouldn't do something so crass. Currently. No, it was worse. Like, think sashimi. Also, ass is probably the first thing I would think of. Habit, you know? Oh. Dude, you're sick. Both of you. Thank you. Heart emoji. I'm grabbing this conversation by the dick and balls. Back to Cuticumber. I am so okay with that. Who's grabbing balls? Your mother. What do you think my Cuticumber would be? Probably Popspresso. I was gonna say that yellow one. I could see Rattlechort, but the soft, doughy eyes of Popspresso fits Mercury. Doughy? No, I get that. It fits. I just think the high energy and laser focus of the yellow one makes sense too. Fair. Maybe a mashup between the two. So let it be written. What about Jupiter? What's his Cuticumber? The purple one. Bunnicula. It's Bunnicula. Damn, they got your ass. I am unashamedly and unchangeably myself. Plus the purple one oozes power and sex. You're saying this about the cartoon bunny, right? You should consider changing, though. You should consider ending yourself. And y'all were doing so good just a moment ago. What's Mars then? The sea testicle? I'm gonna let that slide since you insinuated that I am like onto the Cuticumber. I almost don't want to say anything else. I'm afraid to ruin Marcy's good mood. Yes. Everyone shut up. Good talk, everyone. Hit the showers. I'll hit you in the showers. As long as you want, babe. You know, I haven't had shower. Hey! Hey! Free Musk? What's going on there? What the fuck? Jupiter? Boss? Daddy? Hey, yo! You good, my dude? Mildly alarming that he stopped in the middle of a flirt? Where's Mars? The thing about Mars being able to teleport is real? I thought I was joking. I'm gonna freak out. I'm right here. Oh. Is Jupiter having a stroke? Daddy says he is not having a stroke. Oh, wait. Nike? Is that you, sweetie? Hi. Oh, good. The spawn. Be nice. Lion, this is Nike. She's Jupiter's youngest daughter. Say hi. Daddy says they're aliens. Hi, aliens. Hi, Nike. Nice to meet you. Is it true you only live for 80 years? Usually. Weird. Nike's older than you. I'm 130. Okay, enough Nike time. Gotta go. I promise I'll watch cartoons with her. See you chucklefucks and Lion later. Good riddance. I should go too. That was fun. Yeah, see you later, Mercury. Yeah, later. I log out of the chat room too. I guess I'll take a short nap. For some reason, I'm feeling drained. Maybe that dream took more out of me than I realized. Just a quick nap, and I'll get right back to it. Just a few minutes. What the fuck? I startle awake, nearly falling out of my chair with a jolt. I barely even slept. Mix Ertzman! Hello? That's coming from inside. Is there someone on the ship? How did they get... Who the hell? Open up. Delivery from Prometheus Corporation. Need you to sign this. All right, the deal. The supplies. My reward for turning in the information about the Olympians. Pushing aside the lingering feeling of guilt once more, I pad out of my room to unlock the inner station doors and deactivate the airlock. The heavy metal doors spiral open with a click and a loud hiss and reveal a man in a really cute company delivery guy outfit. Why are all our uniforms so stylish? How did you override the docking permissions? Huh? Docking is pre-authorized for all Prometheus craft. Shouldn't you know that? Is that true? I honestly can't remember. Right, yeah, of course, it's been a while. The guy raises an eyebrow and looks me up and down. I can tell. Excuse me, what does that mean? It's not like I don't have a mirror. I look fine, thank you very much. Anyway, let's see here. I've got 365 units of compressed O2 capsules, 500 units of premium grade Prometheus mystery jerky packets, 6,900 units of hydration, double H2O tablets, 800 sanitation kit refills. I zone out a bit while he rambles. It's strange to hear another human's voice up close and in person like this. After all this time, I'd gotten used to being alone. And one tulip toy 5,000 extreme vibrating personal massager in purple? Are these standard issue now? Whoa. Just the name alone feels like an HR violation. Anyway, all the comforts of home. Does it all sound right? It all sounds perfectly blah. But there is not much to do about it. Prometheus has never offered much of a selection to those of us posted out here in space. Choose part of the sacrifices you make to be a great space explorer. Sometimes you gotta rough it. I am looking forward to the last one, though. I nod. He shoves his clipboard and pen at me and taps a dotted line on the bottom of the paper. Just sign here if it's all in order. And then if you can just show me where the oxygen and water supply is located on the station, I'll just re-up you and be on my way. I lead him to the supply room. The tank release valve is just over there on the right side of the O2 machine, next to the main electrical panel. Gotcha. Appreciate it. Man, got used to these older models. The newer station models are much different? Oh yeah, you should see some of those babies. State-of-the-art, they are. Some of the 4 main stations even have rec rooms. Do you like Mash Brothers, Antonio Kart? They got all the classics. Rec room? 4 men? Just how short of a stick did I pull here? What the hell, corporate overlords? Does my labor mean nothing to you? On second thought, don't answer that. Once I even saw one that had one of those massage units. Just press a button and let those robotic tentacles melt all your stress away. Hey! 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 And all I got was the stupid vibrator. Give me those robo tentacles now! Tentacles? Oh boy, what I wouldn't do for one of those right about now. Gotta tell you, these little transport pods could use a little more legroom. The worker drags the O2 supply cart over to the other side of the room and approaches the loading mechanism. Sure, they're faster than light speed and all, but wow, you should have seen my last x-ray. My vertebrae are doing things the medical field has never even considered. But when duty calls, I answer. All for the sake of humanity, right? As he talks, he reaches for the release valve and... right past it. You just missed it! It's to your left! There you are. He moves too quickly for me to see much, but with a lunge, he grabs a lever and pulls. Wait, don't touch that! Oh fuck. There's a horrible electric stuttering sound, and then all the lights in the station flicker out. We're engulfed by complete and total darkness. Oh my god. Okay, don't panic. I know it's an accident. Just flip it back on and everything should be alright. Hello? Can you hear me? Guy? Do you understand what you've done? His voice is suddenly much closer than it was before, echoing in the silence. I flinch back, my heart racing. What I've done? You're the one who killed the lights! You know what I mean, Lion. Oh my god, he's crazy. That was totally on purpose, right? Gods, Lion, this is why we don't talk to strangers! He's that sick of his job? Is he taking out on me? Hello? Unionize? Strike? Protest? Anything but this! Violence is not the answer, delivery man Kun! I drop into a defensive stance. As a communications officer, my training included some basic self-defense. It will just have to do, if all else fails, go for the crotch! But my feet start lifting off the floor. He's cut off the power to the whole station! Which means that the gravity... the oxygen systems... Are you insane? You'll kill us both! Just listen. We don't have much time. We would have plenty of time to chat if you hadn't! My name is Atlas. I had to cut the power so we couldn't be monitored. We can speak freely, but I'll be brief. Do you understand? I'm not here to hurt you. I lead a resistance group back on Earth. We're working to take down Prometheus Corporation, whatever it takes. Whoa! Take down Prometheus Corp? He's even more insane than I thought! His voice is unwavering but calm, and he pushes on intently. Why did you tell them about the aliens? 'Cause I would have died otherwise! I did not want to be a snitch! It's my job! If it's your job, then you know full well that Prometheus isn't trustworthy. Do you know what they're going to do now? Have you ever thought about why they want to make extraterrestrial contact so badly? The reality is, I try not to think about it. I have no doubts that the motivations of the company are different from my own childish dreams. But part of the job, no. Part of staying sane up here is believing that it's for the right reason, that we're helping humanity, giving humanity a future. What else could I do? Our mission is to discover the secrets of the universe and unite the cost... Don't give me that regurgitated crap. He sounds angry now, a bite in his tone. It's time to snap out of your daydreams. Prometheus couldn't care less about intergalactic relations and universal peace. They want one thing, power, and they'll use force to get it. Men like Reeves, they don't stop at anything. Unite the cosmos. And what exactly do you suppose that unification looks like? The International Board of Spacefaring Endeavors would never condone any violence. It's supposed to be for the betterment of humanity. It's supposed to be scientific, not... The IBSE is in Reeves' pocket. If you'd been on Earth at any point in the last 6 years, you'd know it. Things have changed down there, little astronaut. Not for the better. It doesn't matter how bad things get. I am not giving up on humanity. And neither am I. Hell, I've stuck my neck out time and time again just to give humanity a fighting chance. Do you think the war that Prometheus Corp will bring upon us is for humanity? That it will save people? No. That war will be the final nail in the coffin for mankind and our planet. War. What war? Prometheus Corp is coming to colonize their planet, and likely soon. And I can bet you anything that these extraterrestrials aren't just going to take it lying down. Now if the legends are any indication. I shiver, remembering the little bits that Jupiter and Mars had told me about their past and their war with the Titans. If that's true, then it would be bloodshed. They've been preparing this for years, siphoning funds to build weapons. I know. My group keeps an eye on all their movements. How long ago did you notice they stopped resupplying you as frequently? Stopped answering your maintenance orders? His voice softens, grave. How long Did they leave you up here with a corpse in your med fridge? Just how long was he snooping around the station before he woke me up? Junie, she didn't make it. We didn't have the supplies to treat her, and he wouldn't send any aid. I blinked back tears, thinking of those miserable days at the end, when she reassured me weekly over and over again that it wasn't my fault. I tried everything I could. My voice is hardly a whisper. Atlas sighs. I'm sorry. I am. But what they did to you doesn't even scratch the surface of what they've got planned for those unsuspecting Olympians. How do I know you're telling the truth? How can I trust you? It's not like you've given me a whole lot of reasons so far. You've got no choice. No choice. That's the second time I've heard that. These people, this resistance group. Can I really be sure that they're any different from Reeves and Prometheus Corps? What if this is a trick? I shake my head. A dull pain has started in my temple and is worsening by the second. I don't know anything anymore. But I don't know what the right decision is. How can I just choose on a whim like this? I don't have all the facts. Everyone is stringing me along and I'm just supposed to go along with it? You don't need all the facts. Just a few of them. Sometimes we're made to fight for things we never wanted to have to fight for. Choose carefully. Give it some thought. But don't take too long. The fate of entire civilizations is riding on you right now. I swallow. Way to sugarcoat it, my dude! The hail code is 5304. Don't forget it, because I won't write it down. I can't leave any trace. It's secure. They can't track it. My people have made sure of it. You'll know how to contact me. When you do, be ready. Everything starts now, whether you like it or not. How can you be so sure I'll contact you? There's a beat of silence. Then he speaks again. Something about you. I can feel it. I know you'll do what's right. And your intuition is that godlike? Atlas huffs a small laugh. It's gotten me this far, hasn't it? Atlas slams the power switch back on, and we come crashing down to the floor as the artificial gravity kicks in. I heave a deep gasp in, sweet oxygen flooding my lungs. I hadn't realized how thin the air had gone until just now. Whoops. Sorry about that. Must have hit the wrong switch. He stands back up and begins genuinely restocking the supplies, whistling as he works as if nothing had ever happened. Soon enough, he's leaving, just like that. Good luck. Remember everything we went over in the supply room for the good of survival. Oh, and you drop this. He holds out his hand, and I turn up my palm to accept it. He presses something cold, small, and metallic into my hand and closes my fist over it. Be careful with that. You don't want to lose it. I watch the airlock doors close behind him and listen to his ship depart with equal parts dread and anticipation settling in my stomach. I sigh and collapse into my chair as soon as I get back to the control room. What honestly just happened? I had no idea there might be a resistance group like that still on Earth. To think that people are willing to stand up to such a giant like Prometheus and Atlas. The way he got through all my defenses so easily. He's a force to be reckoned with. My head is a complete jumble. I need a distraction before I can really process any of that. I look over at the comms console and see an unread message. Yo, you've been quiet today. What you up to? Something kind of weird happened. Are you okay? Huh? What happened? There was an incident with the station's power. It totally shut off for a few minutes. Whoa, scary. Just randomly? I'm not even sure how to explain what happened. But you're okay now. Yeah, everything is back to normal, I think. Me when I lie. But the good news is more supplies got delivered today. No more slowly dying alone in space. Congratulations on not slowly dying alone in the vast expanse of space with no one to hear your cries for help. Thanks, Mars. It means a lot. Still, some timing they have. They abandoned you for years and now they're resupplying you. Out of nowhere. Oh yeah, good point. Why the heck are they suddenly helping you now? Maybe I want employee of the month. Or maybe the union? Do we have a union? Either way, it's done now. What is a union? It's when you get workers' rights. And health insurance? I'm more into workers' wrongs, personally. You would be, wouldn't you? Hey! What are you implying? Let's stop talking about you. Excuse me? You seem upset, kitten. Let me guess. You missed me. Fear not. I can fix this for you. What are we thinking? Chest? Quads? Triceps? Do us all a favor and refrain. I don't know, a peek at Sky Daddy's bulging quads always brightens my day. My work. If I want to see major muscle groups, I could just look in the mirror. Wow, okay, bragging much? I call your muscle groups minor at best. Ow! Can we get back on topic? Oh, deflect, soy boy, deflect! Soy boy, really? Your age is showing. So, do you prefer soy boy or manlet? Look who's talking. I should be asking you that. Jupiter! Mars is bullying me again! Anyway, actually, I guess I am a bit upset. On top of everything, I just remembered. I still haven't held a funeral for Buzz! Buzz! How could we forget? We have to give him a proper send-off. Would you like us to say some words? Yes, please. Oh, please say a few words for my dearly beloved Vibrator. It would only be right. It's what Buzz would have wanted. I am not participating in this. Oh, don't be so insensitive, Red. Lion needs our support right now. Just so you know, I'm happy to lend my services. Which would be, you know. You guys, this is serious. No, this is silly. She's dead! Buzz is dead and you're laughing! You didn't even send flowers. Oh my god, he didn't even send flowers! Womp womp. In front of the family? What family? Listen, do you want Mercury to give the eulogy? Hey! Not really, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. You want me to give the eulogy for the dead Vibrator? Me? No, nope. I hear how it sounds. I'll do it. We are gathered here today to celebrate the life of a fallen friend. A fallen soldier. Brave Buzz has served many long years, bringing comfort and 10 modes of stress relief to Lion. Fuck! I can't! Buzz could physically no longer stay by your side, but he lives on in our hearts and in the memories of past orgasms. I can't! I fucking can't! A loyal companion to the last. May he be put to rest now amongst the stars. Farewell, Buzz. Now, wasn't that nice? Dude, that was actually, good. What the heck? I actually teared up a little. I think my heart went doki doki for real there for a minute. Mars, bro, you should do this for a living. That is not how this works. That's not how anything works. But it could be. You're supposed to know the person you're giving the eulogy for, dumbass. You can't just give them for random people. Wait. Are you implying you knew Buzz personally? Biblically? Biblically? That sounds vaguely familiar. That doesn't even make sense. What, can I teleport now? I don't know. Can you? Maybe someday. You'll find out. Sleep with one eye open. Psh, nothing personal, kid. I usually sleep with both eyes open, actually. And it's fucking terrifying. Please stop doing that. And here I thought the red eyes were just from staying up late looking at screens. Well, it's not from that. Speaking of sleeping, I've had a long day. Night, darling. Have sweet dreams of me. More like nightmares. Night-night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedworm suck your brains out through your nose. Or just making shit up. Good night. Sleep well. I tuck myself into bed, wrap myself tighter in my jacket, and pull my thin blanket up to my chin. Buzz sits in a little box in a corner, buried neatly under empty ration wrappers. I even folded a few like flowers while the boys chatted. It was a really nice service, even if it was mostly a joke. I giggled to myself in the dark. Mars, you can be surprisingly earnest sometimes after all. I quickly drift to sleep, dreaming of nothing at all for once. The next morning turns out to be a chaotic one. I slept like a baby, but I've had to spend the whole morning running diagnostics and making repairs to the ship, or trying to anyway. After the reboot yesterday, the navigation systems have been funky. I've deviated from the usual orbit by about 8 degrees, meaning I'm going to be floating through completely new areas of space. I've been fiddling around with the wires under the main navigation panel for hours, but I just can't figure out what's wrong. I'm a communications officer, not an engineer. I'm not trained for this. Junie would have known. She probably sent a message about it to headquarters. Maybe they can send an update to fix it. I put my tools away and wipe my hands off of my pants, going to stand. What do you mean, crash? Alert. Impact. Alert. Impact. Everything shakes violently and I'm thrown across the room, my back slamming against the far wall and my skull cracks unpleasantly against the hard metal. My vision spins as I scramble to my feet, squeezing my eyes shut to stop the kaleidoscope of flashing colors. I just have to get to the comms panel. I need to contact someone. Anyone! Headquarters should know about the impact based on the automatic reporting system, but I need to send SOS as well to know so they know I'm alive. I'm not entirely convinced they wouldn't just assume I'm done for and leave me out here, especially since they already know about the Olympians. Crawling across the floor as the station continues to shake violently, I eventually reach the console and haul myself up. I slam the open communication button as hard as I can. Mayday! Mayday! This is SS Voyager spacecraft destination number 8008-135. We've experienced an impact. Nothing but static comes through on the other side. I'm not getting any of the normal signals that the message has been sent at all. I feel the blood drain from my face and my hands begin to shake. Please, no, please tell me the asteroid or whatever it was that hit me didn't take out my comms too. This can't be happening. Mayday! Mayday! I repeat, we've been... The comms fritz and squeal. I rip my headset off and throw it, a scream of frustration leaving me. Why does nothing on this godforsaken station ever work? Screw it. Screw HQ! Screw this stupid ship! Screw space and exploration and all that other junk! I kick the console, denting the panel. Ugh! What the hell? These boots are supposed to be steel reinforced! Corporate is so cheap! Nursing my throbbing toe, I begin to smell smoke, the telltale sign of an electrical fire, likely spreading from the impact site. Shit, I need to do something fast! I slam my hand onto the keyboard, the screen lighting up in front of me. I'm typing before my mind can even fully form the words, adrenaline coursing through my system. Please, help me! Please! This isn't a joke! I don't know what to do. What's going on? Something hit my ship and it's on fire. I don't know how much time I have. All my systems are compromised. I can't believe I'm getting through to you right now. Leave it to me. I couldn't even send you my coordinates. My nav system went down after the power cycled. I'm totally lost. Now when I'm around, there's not a spacecraft in this universe or the next that I can find. I'm already running the search. Just stay alive until we reach you. Don't let me down. I don't know what to do. What the hell do I do? The smoke is getting thicker. Whoa. Slow down, space cowboy. You know what to do. Remember your training. What's the first step in an emergency? I know you know this. Fuck, steps in an emergency. The first thing is, yeah, full suit, helmet, and oxygen supply. There you are. See? I knew you had it. Relax and do what you have to do, little human. Mercury will find you. You'll be there before you know it. But what if you don't get here in time? What if you're too late? Darling, I always come where you need me. Don't you worry your pretty head. Are you fucking serious right now, Jupiter? Just lightening the mood. This isn't a mood you can just lighten with thick jokes, asshole. Would it kill you to take anything seriously for once in your goddamn life? Oh, and what were you going to do to help? Because panicking and worrying them more won't do much. Just so you know. Just to inform you, since you apparently lack all self-awareness. Not you, Lion. You're doing great. That's a bad load of bullshit coming from you. Both of you shut the fuck up. Lion, go. I'm locking in on your location as we speak. We'll be there before you know it. My fight or flight finally kicks into gear. I shove myself out of my chair and run to equip my suit, activating the helmet's filters once it's on to take care of the smoke and looking around for exits. Pushing through the smoke, I run to try and save some of the rations. I still can't find the source of the fire, and the smoke is difficult to see through, but years of living in the same tiny space have paid off. I'm able to navigate mostly without my sight throughout the station. As I move, I begin just barely making out where the smoke is thickest. It seems to be coming from the supply stores. Shit, so much for the rations. I hit the emergency door locks and isolate the main control room, supply room, and the sleeping pod from the hallway. That should stop the fire from spreading too much and damaging anything else. But just as the door is closing, the boom is so loud it dulls my hearing to a sharp ringing noise, and I see metal shrapnel from the door fly towards me. I curl in on myself to shield my organs, but some of it pierces through the tough fabric of my suit. I have no idea if it broke all the way through or if it's ruined the airtight seal. If it has, I'm effectively screwed. Luckily, I don't feel any pains or cuts. Hopefully that's not just because of the adrenaline. A weightless feeling overtakes me as I begin to float, and I know that the explosion took out the climate control systems, which means I did probably also rupture the oxygen supply. Oh, God! I desperately attempt the controls on my zero-gravity gear to maneuver further away from the explosion site, but they're unresponsive. I guess since I never left the space station and regular visits from HQ stopped a while ago, none of my gear has been properly maintained. I'm completely stuck. Can't move, and the fire is spreading. Fast. Fueled by the release of oxygen from all the supply tanks into the station atmosphere, the fire has become a massive wall creeping towards me. All I can do is stare at it, numbness creeping down my limbs, trying desperately not to hyperventilate and waste what little oxygen I have left in the tank strapped to my back. Distantly, I hear another series of booms. It must be another explosion, a chain reaction. There's nothing left. Even if the fire ran out of oxygen and stopped, that'd mean I'm out of oxygen too. No comms, no supplies, no hope. This is it. Controlling my breathing becomes almost impossible. Even with all I've been through in this job, I've never felt a panic quite like this. This is going to be it for me. All my dreams, everything. It's over. I never envisioned it would go out like this. I never thought I'd be so alone. I close my eyes, not able to face the encroaching fire head on as it comes ever closer. There's nothing I can do. At least I got to meet them. Mars, Mercury, Jupiter. Tears come to my eyes while remembering their goofy banter, the weird yet sweet sides I got to see once they opened up a little, the completely stupid yet somehow perfect way we met. They saved me from a slow death with a dumb porn ad. I've never been so grateful for a bunch of idiots in my whole life. They brought joy and companionship and fun when I never thought I'd find it again. They comforted me and helped me at every turn through the loss of my dear Buzz. And then I went and betrayed them. I won't even get a chance to make it right. Now, Prometheus will come to Olympia, and then... It's not fair! I'm sorry. I held on as long as I could. Hang on! What? Was that? A voice. Hang on! Lion! We're coming! It is! That voice sounds so familiar. But it can't be. It's only been a handful of minutes since I messaged them. There's no way! The hope seizes my fragile little heart, and I master all the breath left in my lungs and scream as loud as I can through the transponder on my helmet. Here! I'm over here! There's a commotion from behind the airlock door that leads outside the station. Beyond it is nothing but empty space. Surely they're not... Aggressive revving noises emanate from outside the station door. Is that... No way. I see the tip of a massive chainsaw break through the metal door. Okay, maybe it's not them. Ah! What the fuck? What is that thing made of? These doors are supposed to be impenetrable by common weaponry. What the hell is going on right now? Is this an imposter? Have I been catfished? Trapped between the wall of fire and the door, I can do nothing but watch. When a chainsaw finishes cutting through, the doors come bursting down. Through the sparks and ash and smoke, I see 3 figures approaching me. Over here. Lion? Lion, we're here. Hang in there. Whoa there. Don't pass out on us. We need to get them out of here. Now. Oh, they've all come to save me. Maybe it's out of relief, or maybe it's because of the smoke inhalation, but I can't seem to keep my eyes open. Whoa! Lion! Stay with us! I feel somebody's hand lift me carefully in their arms. I hear one last voice before I lose consciousness entirely, but I can't quite make out which one of them it belongs to. I've got you. Let's go home. Oh, sick! Nice! And I have a feeling we're probably closer to Jupiter than everyone else. So that was In My Orbit. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. And we will be back once the full game is released. And it was actually pretty fun. This was actually a really fun game. I saw like a lot of people have start playing this again, and I was like really curious as to why, like considering like this was initially released for last year's Ultimate Jam. I know that they were recently funded, so I am so curious to see where the full game will actually take us. And god damn it, we're going into space with space gods. Well, that's gonna be fun. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.